Let's get into the movies, shall we? This week in movies, we have... This week in movies, we have an actual Blade movie update, which may not be all good, but some of it's good. We also have Watchmen movie trailer because we got that animated Watchmen movie coming out soon, plus a cult classic movie from the 80s is getting remade, and I'm kind of here for it. Let's talk about that. Hello nerds! You have found the place for all of the nerdy movie updates worth talking about. More than just comic book movies, though that is a good chunk of what we cover here in the news. We get nerdy about all kinds of movies, as well as the art of making movies in general. If you like this kind of news reporting, then go check out the full show over on the main channel called The Week in Nerddom, where we talk about TV and comic books and gaming and rumors and etc., everything in between. You can find the link to that down in the description or at the end of this video. Now, let's hear about all that movie goodness, shall we? Follow-ups and corrections. We have follow-up on the Blade situation. We lost another director. So we do have a new writer, though. New writer is confirmed to be Eric Pearson. Eric Pearson, you'll know that name from Black Widow, Thor Ragnarok, Agent Carter. Also wrote Thunderbolts and co-wrote the Fantastic Four movie that's going to be coming out soon. So that's good, but we lost another director. So hopefully we'll have a director to talk about next week when it comes to Blade, because apparently we can't go a week without talking about Blade right now. The other thing here that's also pretty good is Mahershala Ali's lawyer has gone on record and said this will be a movie that happens eventually. So there's not going to be, they haven't really committed to when it's going to be coming out, because Mahershala Ali just signed on to do the new Jurassic World reboot situation. So there's going to be some time before we see Blade, but we do have reassurance from people around him who have legal authority to make such reassurances that it will happen. So that's pretty exciting. That is our one follow-up this week. We have one trailer as well. The Watchmen chapters 1 and 2 got a trailer. It is an animated movie, just like we talked about when it was originally announced, but I don't remember it being a CG animated movie. It is cell shade, or cell rendered? I can't remember. It looks like it's animated cells, but the way it moves is very obviously 3D, and it's pretty great. This looks like it is going to be very, very close to a frame-for-frame adaptation of the comic book, which is not what we got with the Zack Snyder movie, though that's a whole other argument unto itself, because I think the Zack Snyder movie made a good point unto itself as well in the way they changed the ending. So we'll see if they change the ending, and if they do, how they change the ending for this animated movie, but it looks like they're going to not piss off the fans, maybe. It is DC though, so I don't know. Okay, so yeah, go watch that. It's going to be pretty great. We have no casting or anything like that. We have no release date aside from sometime this year for Chapter 1 and then sometime next year for Chapter 2. So yeah, from there, let's move into regular ass news, and we have one piece there. We have a new movie, or another remake, I guess, getting the update treatment, and that is Enemy Mine. It is a cult classic 80s movie that I honestly have very fond memories of watching from when I was a very young child. And I could honestly, until it came up in the research for this week, kind of forgot it existed. And I saw the poster for the movie and was like, oh yeah, this was a thing that I watched probably half a dozen times before I was the age of 13, and loved it every time from what I remember, but I don't remember much from that time. Anyway, it looks like it's going to be pretty cool. We have Terry Matalas, who was the showrunner for Picard Season 3. He is attached to be writing and producing. There is no director, there is no other production staff associated with this just yet, but we do know at least it is in the works, and I'm kind of excited for it. That is everything for movies this week, except for your suggestion, the thing that you must go out and partake in, and that is Logan. What with, Deadpool and Wolverine on the horizon, go watch Logan. Remember what a good Wolverine movie is, because that's kind of the only one we got. So, Logan, fantastic movie. Just it's the end. And that is made painfully obvious over and over and over throughout that movie, and it's just so tragic and amazing all at the same time. Logan is absolutely worth your time. That is your suggestion for the week. That brings us to the end of the video, nerds. Thank you very much for joining me for the news. Once again, there is a full and probably much more up-to-date and recent episode of the news, the full-length version, if you will, called The Week in Nerddom over on the main channel, linked down in the description, and probably link popping up somewhere around my face right about now. So click on that, go check that out as well, or if you prefer your news in more truncated pieces, then by all means just stick around here and go check out some of the other stuff we offer on this channel. Thank you very much for joining me. We will see you in the next one. Before we go, always remember, nerds, that if it is generally nerdy, it's probably here.